Yeah, and for me, I wanted to get your thoughts because you mentioned a lot of the elements that draw attention for Sean, like this misfit kind of vibe, and self sabotage like that. Because I want to ask, this guy's a champion now. Like, what are your thoughts? Because it just feels, I feel like one of these days I'm just gonna write a horrible story about something he's done for Sportsnaut. Because like, as bad as Colby Covington is, like, I know Colby's playing a character. Sean Strickland is very much himself and is very divisive because of, is he something the UFC should worry about in terms as a representative, as a personality? Am I just overreacting? And just fight sports always has some crazy people, and he's just in it, and the fans are kind of just used to this stuff.
Well, the potential could be there, and that's the good thing about MMA is that most people don't really expect a lot of us, so we can get away with a lot more. We really can, because they don't expect much from us. They expect us to be vulgar, and they expect us to be rough around the edges, so we can get away with a lot more. And Sean Strickland is the cream of the crop when it comes to being rough around the edges and vulgar and lacking of a filter.
Yeah.
But I think this could work out really good for MMA actually, and fans for MMA because of his history has been so checkered, because he admits to being a racist in his prior, and admits to having such a rough childhood. He represent. I drove from Texas, Midland, Texas to Vegas yesterday, and going through all these small little towns full of Sean Stricklands. There is a lot of people that Sean Strickland represent that now feel that they can make it in life, because if Sean Strickland can make it, if Sean Strickland can change, and his best friend be a black man now after being a racist, and becoming a world champion after being kind of forgotten about. He represents a very underserved community. If Sean Strickland can make it and change his life around, he represents a good portion of the country. And I think that the UFC can actually use this to their advantage, as opposed to be so concerned about saying, man, let's put a filter on this man. Let's put a muzzle on him and not let him speak. I think we let him speak. I think we continue to do what we're doing. We continue to appreciate Sean Strickland and allow him to finally feel love in his life, because that's probably what this is all from. He's never felt love before. Now he's feeling love, and he might be a good person because of it. And I think that that's going to be good for other people to see. He can serve as a role model to a lot of underserved kids.